Welcome back to Garage Matters. Today we'll be continuing our series on 6.5-inch speakers to see if this Rockford Fosgate R165X3 is the right one for you. So come on over here and let me tell you all about this speaker right here. Now this is the box that these speakers came in. It comes in a pair. This box is a pretty sturdy box, so for 70 bucks for these two speakers really wasn't bad. Here's one of the speakers right here. It does come really well packaged. And it does come with the grill, which is really nice. Some manufacturers don't include these grills and you gotta buy them separate, but luckily Rockford Fosgate includes these grills. I don't plan on using this grill because I'm just gonna use the grill that's on my vehicle right now. So we'll take a look at the speaker. This is a 3-way speaker. So here we have the woofer cone. And these look like two little tweeters. So I guess in this one's for the really high frequencies, and maybe this is the higher than this woofer cone's for like the mid range. This cone, not sure really if it's made out of paper or not, but the outer edge right here of this woofer cone does feel like it's made out of rubber, some kind of rubber material. Take a closer look and see what's going on down here. So down at the base of this woofer right here, there is some kind of looks like foam down here, which is first I've ever seen it on these speakers that I've been testing so far. Let's look at a little flex. So that's what kind of looks like when it's flexing. So we'll go ahead and keep continuing our test to see how well the speaker is, but we'll go ahead and flip it over. On the back side of the speaker, it is rated for 45 watts of RMS, so continuous power. So basically anything over 45 watts is going to cause the speaker to start distorting. And then this little capacitor right here, that's actually to separate the higher frequencies between the woofer and these tweeters up here. So it's really nice that it does have a built-in crossover as well too. Now looking at these connectors right here, sometimes they're labeled and sometimes they're not. You can tell that this one is labeled, so over here it does say positive and over here it does say negative. But whenever you're hooking up these speakers and they're not labeled, you can always tell the positive one is always the bigger connector over here. So that's one way of being able to tell how to wire up your speakers, just looking at the size of these connectors. So the big one's for positive, the little one's for negative. Now let's go ahead and move over to the specs sheet real quick and talk about the specs before we install this speaker and start doing our test. So this is the 165X3. So let's see, it's a 3-way speaker, 4 ohms, frequency response of 52 on the low side and 20,000 hertz on the high side. So for our test, we're gonna run it at 50 hertz and go up to 120. So the voice coil is a 1-inch. Okay, so it's rated for 45 watts. Okay, and then all the other stuff, yeah, don't really care about. So we'll go ahead and toss this speaker into the vehicle and see what kind of sound this speaker produces inside the cabin. Let's take a look at these speakers inside the vehicle. So we've already went ahead and installed them. So here's a close-up of this fitment right here. So in this vehicle it fits pretty well. Had no issues installing them. They went right in. I didn't have to use any extra brackets or anything. That's what the driver's side looks like. Come over to the passenger side and this is how it looks like. On this side it was kind of close, but it's alright. It still fits in there. Now once again we got these two microphones placed in the center of the vehicle. So hopefully they'll be able to record the audio that's being produced from these two speakers back here. Now for the volume, we're going to leave it at 20. Fader balance, we got it set to the center rear speakers. So we're going to be testing both these speakers. Come to the EQ. This is the settings for the EQ. The EQ is the same as all tests. I left the subwoofer off. Come to the speaker crossover. And we're going to be testing the rear speakers. So these speakers, they're rated at 52 Hertz at the low side, so we're going to set it to 50 Hertz. And then go from 50 Hertz all the way to 120. We're going to start with 50 Hertz.
Everything I've been through it made better. A lot of hate, but you made me better. Been through everything, you made me better. I can't erase the pain, you made me better. Working every day, you made me better. 1, 2, check, 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 1, 2, I'm going in, is that an L? W is still a win. Got it off the muscle, all I know is hustle. All I know is making something out of nothing. What you think they see it? I had to hop in the kitchen, really on fire, you know it.
60.
I know some people don't like it, I move it with flavor, they probably bite it. Trendsetter, been better, I can't take the credit, yeah, wait. You don't find, boy, that's flying, babe. Only time you see my head down is when I'm praying. When my back is turned on, only time you wanna see it. Water on the floor is cold as ice, I'm finna train. Yeah,
80.
serve it to the people, they need hot, I'm slow the rain. It's the odds against me, like against the wall of my strength, yeah. I can't let it break. Everything I've been through, it made me better. A lot of hate,
90.
been through everything, you made me better. I can't erase the pain, you made me better. Working every day,
100.
Hold up, what they finna say? Tell it to your mammy, it don't matter, I ain't listening anyway. They just mad to see decide to drop, they look like ocean spray. You can get it too if you just work more than you talk today. That's what happened when you
120.
and making motivation. It ain't gonna be easy trying to be a legend. It's the payment, you need execution, not excuses, dog. You gotta face it. They don't want the truth, but if you quit, you don't deserve to make it. What
Now we're going to switch up songs and go from 120 back down to 50.
instincts going no, looking back like a bat with an eye patch.
100.
Woods with a backpack and a lit match. Spark one time, get the whole city looking like a dark shade of orange when I burn it down. What it is, what it do, whole thing getting live on the talk of the town.
90.
I'm sitting in the mouth and when it's shut up. On a hunt for a crown and to get it, I'm a burner cause nobody in the game right now even deserve it. One end of the crown for it anyway.
80.
I never had the way that I made a penny turn to gold and a penny for your thoughts, I bet a penny for your soul. You know you want the riches and the money and the fence, so take a bite of the
70.
fruit. Let the juice drip down and away to a pile full of gold in a house about to lay 10 holes on the graves, new clothes and a road full of chains and 11 that's
60.
looking like a whole crew in here. What it do in here? Think I lost my mind. Loose screw in
50.
here. Then I walk outside and everybody looking at me while I got them all in my sights. Picking them off, taking them out, looking like daylight in the night. And I'm killing so many if they really want to get involved. And everybody falling in the elevator. Now I'm bright rising this. It's like a rising to get right. It's nice and I have a nice time with it. By the time that it finds the way to the right side of here, not even a high nigga can save them. I select the finger to you imbeciles. Tell me what's been getting.
We're gonna leave this speaker at 50 Hertz, and I'm just gonna play through a couple of songs real quick, just to see how well these speaker performs with other songs. Only just the speaker, then later on in the video I'll incorporate the speaker along with the subwoofer and the highs. Now the performance from these two 6.5-inch speakers right here, they are 3-way speakers. So they did provide a little bit more of those high frequency notes that I kind of like to have, but I think these speakers are really well suited for vehicles that aren't running like a separate setup for a separate subwoofer and a high channel up here. So if you're running a factory head unit, I think these speakers will probably work out best for you. But you don't have to take my word for it. You can listen to how these speakers sound like and make that determination for yourself. So for this next test, I'm going to incorporate these two speakers with the subwoofer and the highs up here to fill up the cabin and see if it provides that enjoyable listening experience that we're all looking for. So we're going to leave the rear speaker set at 50. Come to the subwoofer. Subwoofer set to 30 Hertz. Come to the fronts. The front speakers are set to 80 Hertz. Come back over here. Come to the fader balance. We're going to put everything in the center. And then we'll take a look at the EQ real quick. So the settings are still the same for all my testing. We'll leave the settings like this. And then we're just going to turn up the subwoofer back up to 10.
Back against the wall with my strength beat, yeah. I can't let it break. Everything I've been through, it made me better. Love and hate, it just made me better. Been through everything, it just made me better. I can't waste the pain, it just made me better. Working every day, it just made me better. 1, 2, check, I'm 1, 2, I'm going in instead of L. W is still a win. Got it off the muscle, all I know is hustle. All I know is making something out of nothing. What you think they see it? I had to hop in the kitchen, I'm really on fire, you know ignite it, yeah. I know some people don't like it, I move it with flavor, they probably about it, yeah. Trendsetter, being better, I can't take the credit, yeah, wait. Yeah, been on fire, boy, that's flying, babe. Only time you see my head down is when I'm praying. When my back is turned on, only time they wanna see it. Water on the floor, it's cold as ice, I'm finna tray, yeah. And serve it to the people, they need, I don't feel the line. It's the odds against me. Back against the wall of my strength, yeah. I can't let it break. Everything I've been through, it made me better. Love and hate, it just made me better. Been through everything, it just made me better. I can't waste the pain, it just made me better. Working every day, it just made me better. Hold up, what they finna say? Tell it to your mammy, it don't matter, I ain't listening anyway. They just made the seat decide to drop, they look like ocean spray. You can get it to a future work mode and you talk today. It's what happens when you take your pain and make it motivation. It ain't gonna be easy trying to be a legend. It's the payment, you need execution, not excuses, dog, you gotta face it. They don't want the truth, but if you quit, you don't deserve to make it. What you think they giving greatness out? Now you gotta take it. They don't know the hustle, they confused when they look at you. When you hit your goals, they outshine, they think you Pikachu. Put your mind to it, you can do it, yeah, and I don't feel it. It's the odds against me. Back against the wall of my strength, yeah. I can't let it break. Everything I've been through, it made me better. Love and hate, it just made me better. Been through everything, it just made me better. I can't waste the pain, it just made me better.
Now hopefully that provided you guys the audio experience to decide whether those Rockford Fosgates are right for your application. If they're not right for your application, it's alright. Make sure you come on back next week as we test out these kickers CSC65s to see if these are the right speakers for your application. And remember, join us next time on Garage Matters and hit that like and subscribe button.